The Australian College of Sports Therapy has a dude called Neil who's there, who is a sports physiologist-style expert with some important statistics about tomorrow. Is that right, Neil?
Yeah, that's right, guys. How you going?
Yeah,
Hi,
good.
Neil. Good. I'm fine.
One of the reasons I exercise is because I've got a computer on my bike that tells me exactly how many calories I've had at the end of that. And I go and get my calculator and marry that up to the 92 calories that a Peroni beer has in it.
Do you really do that, honestly?
On Fridays I do.
Wow. Okay.
Neil, so this is like 1,642 steps with, I'm thinking it's going to be over 40 kilos of weight in a backpack.
Is it bad news for my co-host here, Neil?
Surely I can eat like a pig tomorrow night.
Well, I mean, for a finely tuned athlete like yourself, Matt, I suppose it wouldn't be that much of a challenge, but I've sort of done some statistics to see what you're in for.
Yes.
So I'm not sure whether you want to hear these things, but
of course I do.
We're going to give it to you anyway.
Okay.
So just on the calories alone burnt.
Here we go.
It probably doesn't sound as impressive. You're going to burn about 800 and maybe 1,000 calories at the most.
What? Sorry, hang on. For 88 floors?
What if it, for an hour and a half?
Yeah, well, an hour and a half now. It's blowing out, isn't it?
Well, I'm not going to do it in 7 minutes.
Well, we're looking at about a 40-minute average. Would that be about where you're aiming?
I think it's probably going to take double that.
Oh, yeah, because he's got all that weight on his back, Neil, and doesn't that burn extra calories? That just the weight bearing?
It definitely does. It's not the calories which are the big factor here. It's actually the amount of weight that's going to be going through his knees.
Right.
I'm worried about his knees.
Now, what happens is when you go up a step, you actually put about 3 times your body weight through your knees each step.
Right.
So that equates to around about 300 kilos per step.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, so the real dangerous statistic is that you're going to have 540,000 kilos going through your knees by the time you get to the top. That's equivalent to 9 army tanks. Right. Through your knees.
Well, I think 3 army tanks is my record so far.
That doesn't sound good. Neil, quite seriously, I have my concerns about this. It's a brilliant thing we're doing, but I do have my concerns about, what's going to happen to Matt's body. How long would someone ordinarily train to do something like this?
Oh, I think that the minimum I would ask anyone to prepare for this would be about a 4-month.
Sorry, did you say months or days
preparation? Definitely a 4 month. And that would consist of a whole bunch of different type of training, but I'm sure you've done similar sorts of things, Matt. So what sort of training have you been doing?
Just a bit of riding.
He carried one of his sons up the stairs the other day.
Piggybacking. You don't often see that at personal training sessions, but it is a thing.
Yeah. So you piggybacked him up, 10, 15 flights of stairs at least a few times? Or
once. And then he came back down, but I couldn't be bothered taking him back up again, so I just let his mother drag him up.
Okay. Okay. I'm sure you're mentally strong, though.
He is. He's as strong as an ox mentally, but I am not quite sure that his knees are going to...
That's one way to describe a lobotomy.
No, you have a lot of willpower.
No, I have some... willpower is, I'm hoping to be my chief weapon. Just back to this these 10 army tanks going through my knees.
Very worried.
If they're strapped, does that help?
Well, we can strap your knees. It's never going to be a complete solution, but it can definitely aid a little bit.
Right.
But like I said, with the amount of training that you've been doing for this and the amount of physical preparation you put your body through, I don't think there would be any question that you would get to the top.
Well, if we've covered training, let's skip over that. What about because I'm a big one for reward, work and reward. If I put a donut, say at every 10 flights of stairs.
If you put a donut in your mouth every 10 flights of stairs, you will actually gain weight by the top.
Oh, geez. God,
okay. See, this is all good news, isn't it?
Your calculator needs a new battery.
No,
unfortunately. You can probably have a Peroni every 10 flights of stairs.
There you go.
No, I'm not sure that's the answer either. Neil, I think we might even be seeing you tomorrow because everybody who's bought a brick will be there at the end to celebrate their wonderful corporate, companionship.
Sponsorship, yes.
If anyone listening now still wants to stuff 1 or 2 or 3 more bricks into the backpack, we are open for business.
Especially now you've heard what kind of damage you could actually do to Matt Tilley.
I think the Army should step up. We've certainly plugged their tank regimen.
131065. If you would like to donate, Matt and Jane, step up.